Sometimes, films captivate us not with the big events, but with the quiet moments, glances, pauses, and difficult decisions. This collection features stories about love, loss, choices, and life-changing relationships. Faultless, 2016. The film tells the story of a woman who, after losing her job, returns to her hometown, hoping to rebuild her life. However, almost immediately, she learns that her position has been taken by a younger, more successful employee. Instead of accepting what has happened, the heroine gradually begins to grow closer to this woman. At first, their interactions seem friendly and harmless, but over time it becomes clear that this conceals a desire to regain control of the situation. Manipulation intensifies, boundaries blur, and a normal rivalry escalates into a dangerous psychological confrontation, leading to unpredictable consequences.
C'est pas clair, Constance.
C'est quoi le problème avec la
Love You for Now, 2022. The story begins with a chance encounter between two people who find themselves unprepared for a serious commitment. She prefers to live in the present moment and avoids talking about the future. He, meanwhile, seeks stability and emotional intimacy. Their relationship develops gradually. Shared conversations, walks, and moments of silence bring them closer. However, as their feelings deepen, the more difficult it is to ignore their differing expectations. The film shows how even a sincere connection can be jeopardized when people have different visions of their futures. In the Bedroom, 2001. The plot centers on a married couple living a quiet and measured life in a small coastal town. Their adult son begins a relationship with a woman whose past is linked to an aggressive and unstable ex-husband. The situation soon spirals out of control, leading to the tragic death of their son. The parents are left alone with grief, which destroys their familiar world. Legal proceedings bring no sense of justice, and pain and inner tension mount. The film slowly and meticulously reveals how loss changes people and pushes them to make difficult decisions.
Georgia Rule. Right, Georgia?
My leg is...
Georgia Rule, 2007. The film tells the story of a troubled girl whose mother sends her to live with her strict grandmother for the summer, hoping discipline will change her behavior. In this household, there are strict rules that everyone must follow. Initially, the heroine openly protests, but over time, she finds a job, makes new friends, and begins to see things differently. Gradually, family secrets connected to the past of several generations are revealed. These revelations become a turning point, changing relationships within the family and forcing the characters to reconsider their views.
I prefer unique. Don't look evil.
Makeup helps.
They're all...
Wash your dishes.
The Summer House, 2018. The plot unfolds during a summer vacation that appears calm and carefree on the surface. The protagonist arrives with her daughter to visit her family, hoping to recuperate after a difficult period in her life. However, the familiar surroundings quickly reveal hidden conflicts, doubts, and unresolved issues. Table conversations, memories, and occasional quarrels force the protagonist to reflect on her career, personal life, and future. The film shows how summer can be more than just a vacation, but a time of inner change.
Pour parler des jours fériés, puis les heures supplémentaires.
70 is Just a Number, 2021. The story centers on a successful and confident woman who unexpectedly enters into a romantic relationship with a man significantly younger than her. Despite genuine feelings, the relationship clashes with reality. Different stages of life mean different expectations and plans. Questions about family, the future, and responsibility become increasingly pressing. The characters try to find a way to preserve the relationship without destroying themselves. The The film explores the theme of love beyond the usual age boundaries and shows how difficult it is to maintain a balance between feelings and reality.
Hei kun sä vaan meet ja teet ihan mitä sä haluat.
In the cottage before. Let me help you.
I don't want your help.
October Gale, 2014. The film follows a woman living in a secluded lakeside house after a personal loss. Her quiet, secluded life changes when she helps a wounded stranger. Gradually, trust and an emotional connection develop between them. However, it soon becomes clear that the man is hiding a dangerous past that catches up with him even in this quiet place. Tensions mount, and the heroine is forced to choose between safety and the desire to be with another person again.
Didn't know you had any visitors. You cannot let him in.
What?
Helen, if you...
Who the hell are you?
Getting a strong German Shepherd.
Chances are, 1989. This romantic story revolves around the idea of second chances. A young man dies, but years later returns to life with a new guise. Fate brings him back together with the woman he once loved, though she has no memory of their shared past. An inexplicable intimacy develops between them, which over time begins to unravel. The film combines light fantasy, humor, and touching moments, telling a story of love that endures even after years and under the most unusual circumstances.
Fooling with folios.
Philip.
You two know each other?
People can see us together. That is permitted.
5 to 7, 2014.
But we cannot kiss.
The film tells the story of a young writer, Brian, who is just beginning his literary career and struggling to find his place in the world. One day, he meets a mysterious and confident woman named Ariel. An attraction quickly develops between them, but Brian soon learns that Ariel is married and in an open marriage, where relationships are only possible during a strictly defined time, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Despite this, their relationship continues to develop, filled with conversations, walks through Paris, and emotional intimacy. The film depicts the internal conflict between feelings and reality, as well as the moment of growing up when one realizes that not every love can lead to the future.
Mijn naam is Julia de Groot.
The Escape, 2015. The plot centers on a woman who lives an outwardly prosperous but emotionally empty life. She has a family, a job, and a familiar routine, but inside she feels deeply tired and alienated. One day, she meets a man who awakens long-forgotten emotions within her. This encounter becomes an opportunity for the heroine to break free from her vicious cycle and feel alive. However, her attempt to escape her familiar life leads to new and difficult decisions. The film slowly and carefully reveals the inner state of a person on the brink of change, unsure where this path will lead. These stories vary in mood and time period, but they share one thing: a focus on human emotion. Each film, in its own way, speaks of love, responsibility, mistakes, and second chances. If you enjoy thoughtful dramas and calm, emotional stories, these films are definitely worth checking out. Tell us in the comments which film resonated with you the most and share your impressions.